Everyone, welcome back to Campus Conversations, the Shawnee Community College Podcast. I am Kevin Huntsberger, Executive Director of Public Information and Marketing. I am joined this week by two Shawnee Community College basketball players. To the far left is Tray'von Thomas, and right in between us is Ladricus Pittman. And gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on the podcast this week.
No, thank you for having us.
Appreciate you for having us.
For sharing the experience.
We wanted to have some students and learn more about what maybe motivates a student athlete in particular, to come to Shawnee Community College. So Tray'von, get us started and talk to us a little bit about your history. You are a sophomore here at Shawnee.
Right. So what made me come to Shawnee Community College was mainly Coach Sparks, and then one of my boys was here my senior year of high school. So I was tuned into Shawnee around that time because my boy Tedrick Washington, he from Blythewood, that's like 20 minutes from where I'm from.
And you're from Haytime, Missouri?
Yeah, I'm from Haytime.
Okay.
So Tedrick was going here, and I told him to put a word in with Sparks for me. And he told Sparks about me, and Sparks had reached out to me, and I came up here for a workout. And it just been green since then. Me and Coach Sparks, we clicked immediately, so I knew right then and there I wanted to come here.
You obviously played basketball in high. When did you get interested and involved and started playing basketball?
I've been playing ball for a very long time. I'll say I always had a ball when I was little, like young, around 6, 7. So I always had a basketball in my hand, but I started playing like travel ball around 3rd grade, traveling from state to state. So that was a cool experience growing up.
Was it always basketball for you?
No, I definitely played. I was a 3-sport player. I played basketball, football, and ran track. I ain't really like track though. I was nice in football for sure. I didn't know if I was gonna play football or basketball in college. So that recruitment process was very hard because I didn't know if I wanted to play football or basketball. But Sparks definitely he wanted me over. He really ain't know if I was gonna come because he didn't know if I was gonna play football. I had a couple D1s, some D2s, and a lot of JUCOs for football. So he really ain't know if I was gonna come. So he didn't really want to take a chance with me and throw me a scholarship at first because he didn't know. But I definitely feel like I made the right choice to come to Shawnee. Not too far. People loving and caring here. So it was smooth experience so far.
And we'll get to you again here in just a second, but Ladricus, kind of introduce yourself. You're from Memphis, you mentioned earlier. So what brought you to Shawnee College?
What brought me here? After high school, I did a post-grad year at Tennessee Prep. Then, I had the chance of playing against a lot of JUCOs, to show my talents, to get a second chance to make it to the collegiate level. I played against Sparks and Tray'von and the Shawnee team last year, and I had good performances the 2 times that we played. I came up here in the spring for a workout. It was pretty nice. Towards like the summer, Sparks had came, see me play a couple more times. Then he just really kept in contact a lot, rather than some of the other JUCOs that was kind of reaching out to me. So I really just felt the connection, with him there, and I decided to come here and just know that this is where I wanted it to start my freshman year off in college.
And what are you studying here at Shawnee?
I'm studying business here.
Okay.
At Shawnee.
What are your plans beyond Shawnee College? Because you're just a freshman this year, right? So you'll be back next year to play again.
Yes, sir. My plans really, after I graduate from Shawnee, is to hopefully get to a nice D1 4-year. But once I get to my 4-year, I will be switching my major to cybersecurity.
Oh, awesome. Trey, what about you? What are your plans since you are a sophomore?
Right now I'm undecided on what I want to do as far as study wise. I'm not sure, but after this year, I do plan on going to a university that best fits me. I gotta be wanted, and it just gotta fit me. The situation gotta be the best for me. So that's what I plan on doing after this year.
Talk to me about being a college athlete, because obviously you guys are in high school, you being a 3-sport athlete, dedicated, it takes a lot of training, it takes a lot of work, both in the classroom and then of course on the field or on the court, wherever you're playing. So what was that transition like going from high school, where sometimes you're a big fish in a small pond, and then you come to the college level where it's a bit more competitive, I would imagine?
Yeah, everybody on the college level definitely nice. Like everybody can play. Like it ain't no bad players like on our team. So it was kind of different for me coming from Haytal, because I was like the best like for 4 years straight, and I was just like I was definitely the best for like 4 years straight, and it was different coming here from being in Haytal because everybody nice. I can count on him. I can count on the next. So that was different. And then as far as what was the question again?
Just kind of the differences, the transition of going from high school athlete to college athlete.
Yeah. Let me see.
Because when you're in college, parents and folks, teachers, they're not here to make sure that you're getting stuff done, and you kind of have to transition into that grown-up role yourself. There are advisors and folks here to help you guys, but you are kind of growing up and making that transition, making sure you get to class and all that good.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I could for sure say really transition from high school to college, because in high school, you can really like lollygag around and still get your work done, but in college, like once you have those set deadlines to have work in, some of these professors don't play, bro. It's either you get their work in or it's a zero and with no chance of making that assignment up.
Yeah.
So I think that's a part of life, a part of maturing for real, because you don't always want to procrastinate, get stuff late. If anything, you want to be early than late, especially on work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I would imagine these are kind of some things that Coach Sparks has instilled in you guys.
Most definitely. He don't play. He don't play.
Talk to me a little bit about, this season, we saw Coach Sparks hit that 300th victory. It was a fun night back in November. The team celebrated accordingly. And what was it like being a member of the team and being there that night to celebrate that milestone victory for Coach?
Well, being there for me as a freshman, it really means a lot for real, because he done had 20 other years of experience and players, and just to be part of a legacy like that, his legacy at that, being the kind of coach he is, the kind of person he is, it just really really had me warm at heart, I could say. So I really enjoyed it, most definitely.
Yeah, it was smooth, because last year everything wasn't peaches and cream. Like this year, I can kind of say we are really nice, and Coach Sparks is kind of different this year in a better way. Like Coach Sparks, so for me to be a part of his 300 career win, it was smooth. Like he deserved it. Like he put the work in. He a good dude. He just a good dude overall. So it was a smooth feeling to see him smile and see him happy, his family out, everybody out supporting him. So it was a good experience for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk to me also, guys, about the summer when you arrive, you're on campus, you live nearby, you're working out, you're hitting the gym, you're doing stuff on the court, getting ready for the season. The season comes and you're obviously still practicing, but what is life like for a college athlete in terms of the outside of class and outside of basketball? What do you guys do for fun when you're not playing and practicing and getting ready? If you can, if you could, you don't have to go into great detail, but because it's folks that are listening to this, some are students, some are people out in the community. I've always been kind of curious, what you guys are doing on your off time, if you will, and I'm sure having a good time, but things have changed since I was in college 30 years ago, so I can only imagine.
No, I can say outside of school and basketball, well, around here, we really like to do things as a team. I really feel like, we have a great team bond with each other, whether we just hanging out playing, each other in video games, or, we might go bowling, or, just go get something to eat. But, we always do it as a team. At least, it's a group of us who, who always go. And, I could really just say that just enjoying each other company and
Definitely.
each other time, building great bonds that can last, outside of, just these 2 years is something that, I'm really thankful for.
Yeah. He definitely took the words right out of my mouth. We definitely just be around each other, just playing the games, going out to eat, going to the gym, late night, security guards putting us out at 9 o'clock.
No, for real.
Like we really just enjoy each other company.
Yeah.
Like we love on each other. Like it's just a brotherhood. So it ain't really too much to do around here.
Mm-hmm.
But when we all together just bonding, growing with each other, I can't really complain about that. We growing as a team on and off the court. So that's smooth.
And Trey, hey Ty, help me. I know it's in Southeast Missouri. What is it, about an hour or so from here?
Yeah, hey Ty, that's about an hour and 20 minutes from here.
Okay.
Very little small town.
So when you go away to college, and you're kind of far enough away that you obviously live here in the Shawnee Community College area of Ullen. Was that a difficult transition from being at home to kind of moving and being on your own? And I know you guys all kind of share house and a lot of the teammates live together off campus, which I think would also help with that bonding experience, huh?
Nah, so my freshman year coming in as a true freshman, straight out of high school, I would say it wasn't bad moving in, because I had knew some of my teammates from last year. Like they had welcomed me in with open arms, and we just clicked and bonded right then. And they was like just big brother to me, showing me the way and just leading me. So it wasn't really hard transitioning to, and then I'm not too far from home. Like, so it was just smooth, the transition in.
And Ladricus, Memphis, obviously a little further from where we are here in Ullen, Illinois. So talk to us about leaving home and kind of moving away and getting these experiences.
I can say for starters, moving away, it kind of wasn't hard. Even though Memphis is a great place, it's a great city, known for a lot of things. Besides the food, that was probably, the hardest transition for me. Yeah,
definitely the food.
The food, like every time I go to Memphis, I have to eat at least 3-4 times a day. Probably twice in an hour, just because there's so many options.
Yeah.
But back at home, I'm really like a person that keeps to myself, and out here is not a lot to do, so like it's kind of easy. At the same time, only thing about it, it's just family and friends outside of the food and the extra places there is to go. But like I said, I'm not too in tune in it, so it really didn't make a difference.
I would imagine the food scene specifically is much different in Memphis than it is. I've only been to Memphis a couple of times, but the one Mexican place down the road, I guess, is closing very soon, and there's really not a whole lot of other options here. You guys probably do travel. I know that you've been, obviously you travel for games and stuff, but do you guys get to travel during off season or off times when you're not practicing around the court?
Yeah, I travel. I like to travel. 2 places where I really want to go that I haven't been yet is probably Minnesota and New York.
New York, all right.
Yeah, I haven't been to New York yet, and I haven't been to Minnesota. As far as the places that I want to go, I just I really enjoy the snow and the cold. So
really?
that weather change from here to Memphis, even though it's 2 hours, 30 minutes away, it's very drastic, because it's not that cold in Memphis as it is up here.
Yeah.
By far, especially how early it gets too. Yeah, it just was different like that as well.
So are you a Grizzlies fan, or what do you do for professional sports entertainment?
For the NBA, my favorite player is LeBron. That's my player team, because comes with LeBron, comes with the team. But I still rep the Grizzlies, and especially with we have Ja Morant now. It's and it's just he a real cool dude himself. I've been around him a couple times. Got to meet him, got to know him, got to play basketball with him, so
Oh, cool.
love that experience. But yeah, I gotta support 12 and the Grizzlies.
So are you mostly an NBA fan, or do you watch other sports?
No, I watch other sports for sure, but yeah, NBA got it right now.
What about you, Trey?
I like college basketball. I like watching college more than the NBA and pros. I just feel like in college they play harder than in the pros. Or maybe the pros just make it look too easy.
Yeah, that's a true statement.
Yeah, like
the pros just make
make it look too easy. So I enjoy watching college players try to get to the NBA. For surely so. And I like watching football too.
College football, I can watch college football too.
Either NFL or college for me. They both smooth.
Do you guys aspire to play on a professional level at some point?
For sure.
Yeah, if the NBA is not a choice for me, then I'm most definitely going to try my hardest to get overseas.
Yeah,
I do love traveling and going overseas. I know there is thousands of opportunities and experiences
Different
over
experience.
there that you could just get to enjoy while living a free life overseas.
Yeah, I know we've had Shawnee Community College alumni who have gone overseas and played, and I'm sure Sparks has kept you in touch and in
They
tune
on
with
his
all
wall.
those.
He
Yeah,
cannot let you
exactly.
forget.
Exactly. Does it, I obviously have no point of reference for this at not being an athlete and going to college many years ago. I actually went to SEMO. That's how I ever knew about Haytime, Missouri, was when I first moved to Cape Girardeau. So, what do you think when you think of the future, when you think of your 5 years from now? Do you have any kind of vision in mind, or do you picture yourself playing basketball still or somewhere else, or in those professional ranks, whether it is overseas or here in the United States or North America?
I'll let Five to go first on this one.
I definitely try not to think too far ahead, but in 5 years, I can definitely see myself still playing basketball, enjoying what I love to do. I'm just continue to put the work in, go hard, and try my best to get to where I want to be in life. As far as continuing to play basketball on the next level. So I can see myself still definitely playing ball in the next 5 years.
Ladricus?
In the next 5 years, I for sure can see myself playing still, especially since now I kind of already know what I want to do in life. So it's you take it day by day, year by year, and just work towards your goals. And I keep all faith in God to allow it to just lead me the way that I want to be led in life, and allow me to get to the things that I desire.
Well, we've talked about basketball. We've talked about the lack of restaurants and nightlife here in this area. But tell me, if you were to pitch Shawnee Community College to someone that's looking for a next step in their education, what is your favorite thing? What is the best thing about being a student at Shawnee College?
The people here, they caring and they loving, and they want you to succeed, and you can definitely communicate. Like if you having any type of problem, you ain't gotta go home or call back home. Like you can communicate with somebody on this campus. Like they'll be there for you and they'll help you get through that. So I can just say they loving and caring here. So for me, that was a great thing for me, for surely.
Awesome.
Yeah, he took the words right out of my mouth. I can say that for sure. Just to piggyback on what he said, the people around here are really they really caring. They really look out for you. Certain things that advisors or just typical professors do. Their jobs around the campus. Some of them don't have to do what they do. But if they do step out of their comfort zone or go out of their way to make sure
we good.
Yeah, make sure we're fine, and that's something that I really appreciate and do not take for granted.
Awesome. And I know they would appreciate hearing this as well. So and they do it because they love you guys, and we love having students here and athletics and the whole gambit of everybody that visits our campus and makes this a part of their educational choices. As we wrap things up, anything you guys want to add or say before this is your chance to speak to an audience of folks that are listening and or watching on our YouTube channel?
One thing I like to say is that, everything around here is really respectful. Since coming up here, coming from Memphis, where, you could hear a lot of disrespect, that's one thing that I really haven't, got or, really seen anywhere around other than, or, just the area of the Shawnee community. So I really like to say, that was a plus for me.
Awesome.
I don't really have too much to say. I just appreciate you for having me on. It was a great experience, and I wouldn't mind doing it again. Like, I definitely will do it again.
Yeah,
sure.
Like, it definitely got me out of my comfort zone. So I enjoyed this experience.
Yeah.
I appreciate you for having me.
Hey, absolutely, guys. I'm glad you came by and we had a chance to do this. And again, if you want to be a part of the Shawnee Community College Podcast, just check us out online. You can also send us an email, podcast@shawneecc.edu. For Trey and Ladricus, I'm Kevin Huntsberger. Thanks for listening and or watching, and have a great week.
Yeah, y'all too.
Peace, man. See y'all.